What's going on, Nick? This is Daniel from Josh and Danny SEO. So let's take a quick look at your website, see what's going on, see if we can help. So right off the bat, I put an American Classic Painters Washington, which is you guys. Um, you have everything you need over here. You got all the Google reviews, which is fine. You just need to make sure you're responding to them. If you are good, see photos. I'm going to assume they're there as long as they're geotagged with keywords in them. That's great. You have your address. Everything seems to be in order. I don't see anything wrong with anything going on. 4.9 on house. Who cares? Anyway, let's take a look at the website then. So GMB seems to be fine. I'm going to take a look in a minute and see if it is actually, if you're ranked number one for just regular organic keywords. So we have American Classic Painters. You have the About Us section with the drop down. You got videos, our work services with a drop down. Now we both know there's more services than these three. You got all the cities that you are looking to rank in. So I'm just going to click Seattle, see what happens. Come on, load a little quicker, and that's great. So everything stays the same. The cities just change. So American Classic Seattle. It looks like you have a good idea of what it is you're trying to do, or you definitely did this really well. Not gonna lie, it looks like somebody paid a lot of attention to it. You have your number here, which is a click to call free estimate, and I'm assuming this leads back to the home page. It does. Excellent. No real complaints. So let's take a look at the back end, see what's over there. So UR rating, it's how great your website is. DR rating is how much Google trusts you. You want these in the 30s and 40s. Honestly, have I seen it really make a huge difference? No, but it's good to have. So backlinks are obviously, where you have your website link somewhere else where somebody can click on it. Referring domains are when it returns. Looks like you have about 50% of them being referring domains. So that's great. And of those 173, only 149 are actually do follow. So that's still really good comparatively because I've seen people have, 4 or 5 thousand backlinks and only have like 100 do follow and referring domains. So you're on the right track there. Now you do have 300 organic keywords. The problem, and you are running Google Ads. You got 6 different keywords over here that you're running at. I'm gonna take a look and see what those are as well. But let's take a look at what your organic keywords are. Now, an organic keyword is what people can put into Google to find you. You got painters in Newcastle. It seems like you're really, I don't know, maybe Newcastle is kind of where you're looking at. I never really would go for, what your own name is simply because, yeah, there's search volume, but anyone in the world can, kind of type that in. And near me is not a word I would really do simply because it's kind of at what we call an international keyword, but it looks like you're doing really well with painters in Newcastle, Newcastle painters. Stuff that are location and service specific is what you're really looking for, and it looks like you're doing a good job. You're on the first page for some of this. Mercer Island house painters, excellent. So it looks like you know exactly what you're doing. Issaquah, I don't think I pronounced that right. Mercer Island, American Classic, again, that's not something we care about. Mercer Island residential painter, that's great. 55, you're getting about 10%. When you're in number 1, 2, and 3 spots, you'll get about 10 to 20% of all business. So you have the right idea. I can't really say a lot against, and here's where we're starting to get on the second page. So you're doing really well with keywords. It looks like you have everything in there. There's nothing wrong with this. Again, painters near me is not something we really care for, but painters Redmond, Washington, 21. I don't know that's a keyword you want, yes. Newcastle painting 251, 20. I'd probably focus a lot more on higher volume keywords than lower. But overall, can't really see any fault in anything that you got going on over here. Interior painting Seattle. Seems like Seattle, because it's a bigger city, is going to be a lot more difficult. But you are still ranking. You get one person, but you're on page 2. What are those paid keywords? Let's see what we got. So you're running a couple of ads. You got the right idea. These are lower volume. So I don't know. Cost per click, it's not telling me, but it could be 0, could be more. I have no idea. Um, but otherwise, no, you have the right idea. Seattle commercial painting contractor, Seattle painting contractor. So you're doing the right idea for how you're running the ad. I'm not going to click on that because I don't want to, kind of, you know, mess anything up. But let's take a look when I just put in, random keywords. So let's just do painter Seattle, Washington. So I don't know. Let's see. Actually, let's go back over here. Where is it you are located? Renton, Washington. So unless you have multiple of these guys around, you might not pop up in the area you want to pop up in. So, and yeah, that gets very complicated, especially if you want to have a GMB in each location that you're in. But this one's for Seattle, Washington, where there might be more. I can obviously look in different areas. Whoops. Let's hit the back button over there. I'm not going to hit the more businesses because it's not going to prove or show you anything that you don't already know. But let's just take a look at who your Seattle competition is because they are doing really well. So they got the home, the about us, services with the drop down. See, this is everything. You only have interior, exterior, and commercial, but there's obviously cabinet painting. I'm sure you do. There might be also like a couple of other options that you offer, such as like maybe stucco repair or like sheetrock repairs, little things like that. There's career opportunities and a blog, but and they talk about just like you. They offer a little bit over there, but let's take a look at the back end because there's nothing I could show on the front end that makes a difference. Their UR and DR rating is still really high, which is good. See, they have a ton of backlinks. They only have double the amount of referring domains for that, but this is still a great ratio to have, which is probably why they're doing well. The smart people know you don't need too many backlinks to a ratio of referring domains, but if they continuously add in more and more and more, they're going to continue to stay on the top of Seattle. But let's look at the keywords. Find out what it is that they have. So they're ranking for a ton of keywords. Now, it looks like they're ranking for the correct ones. See, because as you can see, except for that one, or that, but they have names, they have a location, and they have a job specific for a lot of these guys. And they're ranking pretty well for some of these guys. Seattle House Painters, 450, they're getting 43, a little bit less than 10%. Position number 5. So they have completely dominated the entire area for Seattle from what it looks like. Painting Company, Seattle 300, 118. I don't know how the hell they did that because they're in position number 2. They are getting almost, a little less than 50%. It's about 40% of all search volume in the area. Actually, it's about 39%. Seattle Painting Company, 300, 112, position number 2. They are crushing it, and they're doing the right kind of keywords. And not to say you're not. You are doing the right keywords as well. You have the right idea, but they're just ranking a lot higher and they're getting a lot more traffic for the keywords. Interior painting Seattle 220, position 5. They're getting 10%. They're doing extremely well. Wow. They must have some killer backlinks in here. And I know you're all around. You may not exclusively hit in Seattle, but there is something we can take from their book. They have some excellent referring domains. Obviously, we can find out what those are, add them to you. But overall, I got nothing to really add. You are doing an excellent job, so I'm not going to say really anything on that one. And again, your GMB is probably only going to be located in the area where you created the GMB, not in any of the other cities. So where is it? It's not Bellevue. It could be Bellevue, but I think it's in Renton where you have it located. Now, if you wanted to get it in any of these other areas, you are going to have to create a new GMB, but you do need a service location for that as well. But got nothing to say. You're doing not too bad. You just need to increase the amount of keywords you have to rank for those areas. But otherwise, no, you're doing fine. Well, if you have any questions, Nick, let me know. Other than that, you have a go, man. Bye.